Okay, this is part two now. So I texted Estela back and I said, you're never gonna know what I just prayed 45 minutes ago. I said, can I call you? So I called her and we started talking just like that, but I didn't tell her. I was thinking, okay, God, are you telling me this is her? Or are you just telling me it's okay for you to find somebody? It's okay for you to move on. I didn't know exactly what. So, in Esocamo, we talked about an hour and a half or something like that. So, I'm going to let Estela tell you the other part when you went to the valley, remember? That you asked me we were going to have a service?
Yeah, couple of weeks or maybe a month or two later on, after that call that me and Alvaro had, I came to the valley and I always looked for him because I liked his preaching and I like that he was always giving the word of God, and that's how my spiritual I grew spiritually is through listening to him and being under the word and everything under him. And so every time that I would come to the valley, I would look for him, and I would try to go visit the church and everything. But there was a time when I knew he didn't have the church anymore, so I just went to my mom's and my sister's church. But that day, it was on a Saturday morning, I remember, and I texted him and I said, Pastor Alvaro, are you having service? And he goes, yes, I'm having service here in Alamo. And I go, okay, send me the address so I can go visit you tomorrow, Sunday, and go to the church. And he goes, yes, and he sent me the address. And I said, what time? And he wrote 10 a.m. And I go, okay, I'll be there. And then he just said 10:04. And
Yeah,
I was
she said something and I answered back 10:4, which means thumbs up.
and I didn't know what that meant. I mean, that was like years back that I heard 10:04. So I go 10:04, and I told my sister, like, maybe he's got a service at 10 o'clock and then at 4. And I text him back and I asked, Pastor, you have a service at 10 and then at 4? And he goes, no. Remember that before we used to talk, like that time that I told you that I was driving to Delta Lake in the afternoons, I would take my car out for a drive in the evenings on Sundays. And I go, yeah, that's right, I remember now. And he goes, that's when that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow, Sunday, take my drive out at 4. And I go, oh, okay. I invited myself. I said, okay, are you inviting me?
Right there is what God was answering my prayer. I said, she's going to have to make all the moves.
Yes, and that's it. He said, what did you say, baby?
Okay,
You
part 3, here we go.